Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the fresh food door gasket in a GE refrigerator. It's going to be very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new fresh food door gasket. The fresh food door gasket provides the airtight seal, preventing warm air from getting inside the compartment. A bad fresh food door gasket could cause a higher than normal temperature inside the compartment, or condensation buildup on the interior near the gasket. If you are experiencing any of these problems, check the door gasket and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the fresh food door. To remove the old gasket, we're going to start by pulling this out of the door frame in any place you can choose. And I'm going to insert the flat blade screwdriver right there in the seam here in the groove. And I'm going to pry it out, pry the gasket out. At this point, I'm going to stop using the screwdriver and I'm going to continue by hand manually. Right, so I'm going to pull out the gasket. It's supposed to come out real easy. This is the old fresh food door gasket next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Right, so I'm going to bring in the new gasket and I'm going to try it on. Check the size. It fits. So that's the correct gasket. As you can see, this gasket is quite crooked and wavy. That's because of the packaging. What we're going to do, we first put this gasket into the hot tub for a couple of hours after you take out of the package. Or if it's a hot sunny day, you can put it outside, stretch it on the ground and let it soften. So after it's softened, then you can install it and it will be much easier to shape it up. And I will show you that later. If nothing gonna help to have it perfectly installed, we will need to use a heat gun to soften the gasket more and get rid of all the waves. So let's start the installation. All right, so if you look at the back of the gasket, you will see that ridge that goes all around the gasket, around the perimeter. And we look here on the door and we're gonna have this groove goes all around the door. So that ridge will be inserted into the groove. I'm gonna start with corners. And I'm going to just press it in. I'm going to use my thumbs to push in the gasket into the groove. So, corner, 5-6 inches down and onto the side, and then I'm going to switch to the left side, press in the corner, and again, a few inches to the side and a few inches down. And now we're going to install the top. And press it in with the thumbs and you will feel how this gasket goes into the groove. Don't rush. Okay, now I'm going to go on the side about 1/3 of the way, doing the same thing, and press it in. And opposite side. And now going to the bottom and press in the corner. Go slightly up. And I'm going to switch to the other side. I'm going to press in this corner. And I'm going to finish the bottom portion. All right, now I'm going to complete the sides. So let's close the door. Be careful. Make sure that the portion of the gasket which is touching the cabinet here is not squeezed out of shape. So it's touching the cabinet with the magnet stripe. Run the fingers into that groove here, pushing that magnet stripe towards the cabinet. So let that magnet work. Slowly all the way down. And we can go again. Most of the cases it helps right away. As you can see. If it won't, then we will need to use the heat gun to soften that stripe more. So I'm going to open the freezer door so we can check the top of the gasket here. As you can see, the gasket is touching the cabinet pretty good. So, but anyway, run the finger, or two fingers, into that seam and push the magnet strip towards the cabinet. All right, now I'm gonna check this side. So as you can see, the gasket is touching the cabinet pretty good, but still we're gonna run the finger through that seam, pushing the gasket magnet strip towards the cabinet. And now I'm gonna run the finger through the bottom portion of the gasket. Now, when we're finished, there's one suggestion. Please keep the door closed as long as possible, few hours, and if it can be done overnight, it would be the best. The gasket will shape up much better with the door closed. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.